Hello, this is Marco back again for the Sager Soccer channel. I'm here to talk about the Monday games for the Premier League this week. We had Wolves against Sheffield and Chelsea against Brighton. I'm going to start with Wolves beating Sheffield 2-0. It was a pretty good game for Wolves. They got off to a great start. Goal for Jimenez and a good goal off a set piece in the first few minutes. It's a great start. Their midfield was looking pretty strong, even without Neves at the beginning. Coutinho and Dendoncker were looking good. Their defense was really solid. Traore is playing at right wing back like I predicted. Marcel looked good in his debut, and I thought Seiss was really good this game. Just even with the goal, he was really good defensively as well. For Sheffield, obviously they had a poor start. I thought they did grow into the game, which suggests to me this is more them being rusty than them not really performing well. But their defense was uncharacteristically bad. The one really concerning thing I'd say was their set-piece defending was not that good. Wolves had a good 3 chances they could have scored off of set pieces. They're going to have to figure that out, especially for a team that might not score that often. For a couple positives, I thought that Fleck looked really good for Sheffield, and Ramsdale and it's not really a debut. He was at Sheffield before. I don't know if he played in the first team before, but in his debut after signing, he made a couple good saves. For negatives, Billy Sharp really couldn't get a final pass in. He was really poor in the box, and I thought that Norwood wasn't that good today. Also, their subs didn't really bring too much energy. I mean, McGoldrick and Burge, they are starters. I think they weren't starting because they weren't at full fitness. I think it was a pretty weird choice to bring them on. Overall, it wasn't a great performance by Sheffield. If I'd pick a man of the match for this game, I'd definitely go with Seiss from Wolverhampton. I mean, got a goal, a really strong defensive performance, not much you could ask for. In the second game of the day, Chelsea beat Brighton 3-1. Now, Chelsea didn't look perfect today. They obviously lacked chemistry, and the signings didn't get too involved, but a win is still a win. I mean, we knew that Chelsea would have chemistry problems going into this year, and the fact that they were able to win despite that is a pretty big deal for them. So for the new signings, Werner, he was pretty quiet, but he did win a penalty for Chelsea, and as striker, he helped them get a goal. You can't ask for too much more. Havertz, though, he really didn't look that great. He was struggling to get involved. Again, this will get better as the year goes on, hopefully, but it did still happen. For some positives, Reece James had an absolute screamer. He was playing pretty well today, and Conte was looking really strong defensively. For some more negatives, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he really wasn't that great. He's probably not going to get too many starts this year, so it's pretty concerning for him to not play. I feel like he should probably leave Chelsea. He was doing really well at Crystal Palace. He got into the England squad, and I think regular playing time will do him a lot of good. Then Alonso, he was at fault for the goal Chelsea conceded. Lamptey was burning him all day, and the second defender, I think it was Mount, had to come over and help cover for him, and that freed up Trossard. But I mean, Alonso needs a replacement? Well, they got one already. Not much you can say about that, and Kepa was Kepa on the goal. He probably could have saved that too, but they are looking at Mendy, so a lot of issues, but things are going to be solved. For Brighton, I think they played pretty well, especially for the first game of the year against Chelsea. Lamptey, as I mentioned, he was burning Alonso all day. He was looking really good and got an assist. Trossard had a really nice goal. He was playing well. He put in a ball for dunk that really should have tied the game at 2-2. And Basuma was very strong, I thought. Now, their defense, I won't say they struggled too much because the James goal he couldn't do too much about that, and Zuma's goal was a bit of a fluke, but still, you can't concede more than 3. Also, they couldn't really get their strikers as involved as they would have liked to, but I think it's still a very promising game for Brighton. If I'd pick a man of the match for this one, I'd definitely go with Reece James from Chelsea. I mean, Conte played really well too, but that goal was so nice, I just got to give it to him. Also, because Pulisic didn't play, I feel like giving a shout-out to Giovanni Reina. He had a goal and a start for Dortmund at the DFB Pokal. So, hey, even though Pulisic didn't play, still a good day for the USA national team. That's all I have for today. I'll see you.